Hello, I'm Pigchefer, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm a little awkward and shy, so I hope I'm not making too much of a mess in this video. But ever since I started watching YouTube, I've always loved animation, and I have this spark in me to show my art to the world and skies above, plus talk about all my silly moments along the way. And today, I finally have the courage. I'm gonna put my mark on the world. I'm gonna be a Storytime YouTuber just like all of you.
Was that good?
What?
How long do I have to use this voice? And this art style? Can I talk normally now?
You want views, don't you?
Huh?
Just draw yourself looking at the camera and say, April Fools! You'll get like 20,000 kajillion views, trust!
April freaking Fools. Wait, is it even April 1? Okay, fine. You caught me. If you did 1 second of research and saw my sub count or my comments or 1 sub pixel of my channel page, you'd know that no, this is not my first video. In fact, this isn't even what my videos are like. Here's what I actually make. Now, I hope you're not thinking something like, whoa, this guy must have a really awesome team. Like, no, I don't have a team. All of this on screen is made by me. Everything on this channel is made by me. Except the music and the voices and half the cinematography.
But Pig, you must have such a wonderful channel then. You're monetized and have so many loyal fans and paid members. There's a non-insignificant amount of people putting you at S and our YouTuber tier list. Why are you making this video? You don't need to make this video. Grateful, greedy, dying, bleh.
Yeah, I've thought about that too, voice in my head. And to that I say, have you seen my view count? I'm gonna be honest, for the amount of work I've put into my 10 animation videos, the numbers I get are actually embarrassing. Not to mention it doesn't help that my mom keeps asking for money to pay for the house, and I look in my analytics and see this. Now don't get me wrong, I'm used to it. I've been making videos for basically chump change since day one. And yes, if you do scroll through any of my comments, you will see a lot of people saying I deserve much more than that, but I've always thought to myself, maybe the only reason I'm in this position is because I don't deserve it yet. If my work gets 0 views, that's on me. I'll just make something better next time.
But then I open YouTube for 5 nanoseconds and it's like they're taunting me. They're looking right into my net worth and they're taunting me. This guy uploaded 1 2-minute video and it paid for 5 years of his rent. So every morning I wake up, get on my knees and scream, why have you forsaken me, Susan? I spent a month on just backgrounds for this video, Susan. Why must you desert me?
You literally know why. Just start with the story time already.
It's because this was never really my channel. This channel was actually my younger brother's. He made this channel almost 10 years ago, and ever since I've been mesmerized seeing what he could do with it. It was so cool watching him express all his youthful ideas on the screen, and how excited he was to show his work to both his school friends and strangers on the internet. And the more I observed him, the more I realized just how many other puzzle pieces of the YouTube game there were, and how they could all come together to feel like something I could watch. So eventually, I started to help him out. We started making toy reviews, vlogs, rants, challenges, songs. Whatever racist Jones was, I don't know, our humor back then was kind of weird. I would write all his titles, his descriptions, I made his thumbnails. I spent hours searching for phone editing apps so I could put together his clips. I learned to draw in his art style, and soon I cared about it so much that more and more it started to feel like the channel was just me. Soon literally every video idea so happened to be mine. Soon I got so obsessed with view counts that I was the one annoying my friends to subscribe. And soon I got so starved to upload literally anything that I started to upload Geometry Dash. Look how good I was. I just did this straight file on my iPad. Surely people will want to click that. So guess what happens when the phone I made all my brother's videos on breaks? The drive is gone. The channel didn't matter as much to my brother anyway, so we just moved on. And the only thing left for the channel I could do with my crusty old iPad was Geometry Dash. Listen, I wasn't about to throw the 100 subscribers I spent 3 years begging for away. You best believe I could turn that into a net worth of 50 million. Oh yes, it's actually quite simple. Think of what's common about all my Geometry Dash goats. Molesy, Pekoski, Technical 49. All these people have done something no one else has ever done. And they have lots of babes. After a while, I stumbled onto an easy enough looking level which I could beat to make that same mark EXO, which I soon learned wasn't easy, by the way. To give you non-gaming viewers some context, at the time this would have arguably been the hardest thing ever done in the game. I wanted to be first for the views so bad that I played this level on my iPad in secret for 4 months straight. And when I finally uploaded my progress, I was proven right. Immediately, my first EXO video surpasses every Brother Era video before it. I was getting hundreds of comments. Every video I slapped together in 30 seconds got 200 views. So one day I was laying on the floor and I asked my brother, "Hey, can I have your channel?" And he said, "Sure, I don't really care." So cool, it's my channel now. And the effects of this change were sorta remarkable. I mean, I only got a couple 100,000 views. I was only kinda the most popular iPad player in early 2021. There were only a few people who were jealous of my newfound source of cash. Pfft, never mind them. Let's see what my rail fans have to say about— oh, they just want me to beat hard levels all day. Oh. I guess I'm only watched by GD players now, huh? And then I switched to animation, blah blah, change of heart. I already made a video about it, watch it if you want. But for however much my channel changed, I noticed my audience did not. Whenever I'd get new subscribers, they'd all be GD players. Whenever people would join my Discord server, they'd all be GD players. I clicked the most non-GD looking name in the comments and find a 1 million view video making GD in Minecraft. These new videos of mine are not GD videos in the slightest, but it turns out when YouTube remembers that hundreds of thousands of viewers came from this, they'll only show my videos to geometry-blokes, which means the only people who click them are GD blokes, which means the next video will only be shown to GD blokes, and it's just some vicious, heartbreaking cycle that I can never get out of. All this to say, we tried our best, but my audience is completely cooked. I sometimes joke with myself that I'm the animation channel for people who don't watch animation channels, and guess what? I'm right. So this all begs the question, why? Why am I still here? Why don't I just make a new channel and dump all my animations there and get the easiest 1 million views in my life? And my answer is that I still love you guys so much. I know I'm in a really unique position in the GD scene, and that I'm kinda the only person that does what I do around here. There aren't very many dashers that are that vulnerable and personal, let alone turn that into this. So somehow, people look up to me. They tell me that more than anyone in the world, I inspire them and motivate them and lift them up on rough days. Somehow, I'm changing their lives for the better. Am I worthy of this position? I don't know. I still doubt if I'm saying anything worthwhile in my videos, to be honest. But this, to be that person in someone's life, is everything I wanted to do with what I create. And if I can keep lifting up and inspiring and motivating this community, I'll never trade that position for all the views in the world. Sometimes I do fear that maybe if I did gain the animation audience I wanted for a while, the art I make would just be a dime a dozen. Maybe they've heard my stories a million times before by, I don't know, Rifushi or something. And by making this video and a new stream of people maybe finding me now, maybe I'll learn my fears are true and what I make really isn't that special. Which is why, just in case this blows up, I want to say thank you so much to all the GD people who've stuck with me throughout this journey. You're my reminder that I have made a difference, and for that, I will never forget you. And that just leaves around about 6 or 7 million of you who have no idea what I'm talking about. I get it. You just want to see some quirky guy making cute little drawings and learn about all the times I peed myself. As I've said before, I have 10 other animation videos I poured my heart and soul into, already out for your viewing pleasure. If you want to make the most of them and truly dive into my channel's overarching story, I'd recommend watching them all from oldest to newest. Yes, my channel has an overarching story. But maybe you don't care about that. This video's an hour of lore and I barely made enough from it to throw myself into the ocean. So don't worry, let me tell you about all my videos so you know where to start. Starting off with Why I Stopped Trying, my first animation about my struggle of moving on from the game I once loved to pursue my dream of writing that scared me for years. Doo-doo hot garbage, don't watch unless you hate me. Everyone knows I'm a YouTuber, where I talk about my life consequences being so open about making videos to all my friends. Did you know that one of those consequences is getting bullied? The creativity video. Have you ever heard of imposter syndrome? Because I sure have. My stories and drawings suck. How will I ever get through this? The growing up video, where I show that literally nothing about adulthood gives me any form of joy, and how I fear my whole future will be one big regret. Burn this video alive and don't touch it with a 6-foot pole. If life was meant with a friend, a musical, painterly journey through a world where good things only come from friendship, and the endless pain I feel learning I'm not strong enough for that life. Personally, I think it's my best work, but I'll let you be the judge of that. I'm Fed Up with College is where I talk about how my studies have wrecked me artistically and emotionally, and my step of taking a year off to see if that's what I need to heal. The behind the scenes video is my longest and by far most underrated video, and it's about how I made the musical in If Life Was Meant with a Friend. It kinda turned me into a crazy person, I'll tell you that much. And my Halloween video, the story of how a girl in my village invited me to trick or treat and made sure that I'd be too traumatized to go outside ever again. This is also where I killed off 90% of the people in my lore and turned them into ornaments. Don't ask about the turkey, she's dead. There is so much lore waiting for you to see, and a story you'll find that's just right for you. A story so good that all the forces that be in your body wake from their slumbers to subscribe to me forever and give me your entire life savings. Or maybe I convince you I'm a boring odd person and after this video my channel falls off the face of the earth. But to be honest, I don't really see this place as a channel anymore. I just see me. It's my triumphs. It's my struggles. It's everything I've ever dreamed and loved. It's the deepest, darkest parts of me telling me I'm alone. And it's the voice inside of me saying if I just had someone who shared in all my sorrow, it would be enough to face life one day more. I know there's probably barely anyone actually watching this video. I'll probably mess up the title or thumbnail and learn all over again that views will never be easy. And I know I'll definitely never earn enough money from this to do this for the rest of my life. A part of me still says it hurts, that surely I deserve more. But at the end of the day, that was never why I made art to begin with. I started this journey to prove to myself that I am enough, and I'm still here today to prove to you that you are enough. So even if I'm away for a long, long while, if you ever need a corner of the web where you feel like you belong, just look across the cosmos. I'm here for you every step of the way.